Hello students, welcome to physics class of plus 1. Today we are going to start another chapter of your book Oscillations. The objective of today's topic is to study about oscillations and terms related to oscillations. And the topics which we are going to discuss are periodic motion and oscillations and terms related to oscillation. So let's start the topic. Oscillatory motion or oscillation. You can see here the bob performs to and fro motion. So this to and fro motion of the particle is called oscillatory motion or oscillations. Thus, we can say that the periodic to and fro or back and forth motion of an object about its mean position is called oscillatory motion. We are having some example of oscillatory motion like spring of mass. This is also oscillatory motion. A swing and a tuning fork, all are the examples of oscillatory motion. Next is periodic motion. A motion which repeats itself after a regular interval of time is called periodic motion, like the motion of the earth around the sun, moon around the earth, and electron around the nucleus. All are example of periodic motion because they repeat itself after a regular interval of time. Now here one thing you have to observe that there is one more motion which we have just done is the oscillatory motion. The basic difference in these two motions are this type of motion is oscillatory motion, but it is also periodic motion. On the other hand, this motion is periodic but it is not oscillatory because earth is not moving to and fro or back and forth around the sun. Thus we can say that all oscillatory motions are periodic, but all periodic motions are not oscillatory. Now some terminologies of oscillatory motion. The first one is mean position or equilibrium position. The mean position or the equilibrium position is the point where the net force acting on the particle is zero. For example, if we are oscillating a spring like this, back and forth, so this position where net force is acting zero is called equilibrium position. Here one thing we have to note that as the position is changing, but the restoring force always tends to keep this object towards its mean position. So restoring force is equal to minus kx, where k is the spring constant, and negative sign shows that the restoring force always acts opposite to the direction of motion of the particle or the spring in this case. Next is extreme position. The maximum point up to which the particle oscillates about its mean position is called extreme position. Like here, these 2 points P and R are called extreme positions. If we again observe this figure, you can see the point here where it stops and come back to the original position and to another extreme position. So here these are the points which are called extreme positions. So we can say that in this case this P called left extreme or negative extreme, on the other hand R called right extreme or positive extreme. Next is displacement. The distance covered by particle performing oscillatory motion at any instant from its mean position is called displacement. Like here, if this is the extreme position, at any instant of time, whatever the displacement, like at that moment this displacement, right now this displacement from mean position is called displacement of the particle. You can see here 3 figures which shows the displacement of this particle. Here no force is acting over here. In this case the spring is being pulled towards right direction, so x is positive, but the fx is negative, which is restoring force. And in the last case, if we are going to push the spring, the restoring force again acts towards the positive direction and the displacement is negative. Now SI unit of displacement is meter, its CGS unit is centimeter, and dimensions are 0 in m, 1 in L and 0 in time. Next is amplitude. The maximum displacement of a particle performing oscillatory motion from its mean position on either side is called an amplitude. So here the maximum displacement means the total distance which the particle cover from its either side of the mean position is called its amplitude. So remember here in this case also this maximum distance, this distance is called amplitude. Remember, amplitude is equal on both sides of the mean position. So whatever the distance covered by the particle along left side is always equal to the right side of the mean position. At right extreme we will take x as positive, whereas on the left side we will take x as minus. So amplitude will be plus a and minus a. Its SI unit is also meter, as it is also the displacement, and dimensions are again 0 in m, 1 in L and 0 in time. Next term is range or path length. The distance between two extreme positions of a particle performing oscillatory motion is called path length. So here the distance between this extreme position and this extreme position is called path length. So it is equal to a plus a, which is equal to 2a. So here distance between this extreme position to this extreme position is called path length. So range is equal to twice the amplitude, that is 2 times a, which we have already discussed. So again it's a distance, so SI unit is meter, CJ unit is centimeter and dimensions are 0 in m, 1 in L and 0 in time. Next term is period or time period. The time taken by a particle performing oscillatory motion to complete one oscillation is called period of oscillation or time period of oscillation. So here we can say that one complete oscillation is from this point to this point. So the time taken by the particle to complete this oscillation is called its time period. So it can be also from one trough to another trough. So whatever the time taken by the particle to reach from this position to this position is also called time period. So time period is equal to 2 pi by omega, where omega is the angular frequency. Its SI unit is second and dimensional formula is 0 in m, 0 in L and 1 in time. Next is frequency. The number of oscillations of a particle performing oscillatory motion in 1 second is called frequency. So number of vibrations or number of oscillations in 1 second is called frequency. So here in 1 second, if it is completing 3 oscillations, 2 oscillations or 5 oscillations, whatever the number of oscillation it is completing in 1 second is called frequency of the particle. So remember, frequency is reciprocal of time period. So we can write frequency is equal to 1 by t. Its SI unit is hertz, CJ unit is also hertz. Its dimensions are 0 in m, 0 in L and minus 1 in time. So this is the introduction to the oscillatory motion or oscillations and some terms related to oscillations. Now let's discuss some questions. Question number 1. What is the difference between periodic motion and the oscillatory motion? Question number 2. Is the motion of Earth around Sun oscillatory? Give reason. If the mass attached to a vertical spring is pulled down and left, it oscillates. Why? Question number 4. Define displacement, amplitude, period and frequency. And the last question is, which of the following examples represents periodic motion? First, a swimmer completing one trip from one bank of the river to the other bank. Number 2, Halley's comet. And third, a hydrogen molecule rotating about its center of mass. That's the end of the topic. Thank you.